Welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show on 94.7 The Pulse. Music, interviews, news, and, well, Two Blokes Chatting. Now, here are the two blokes.
It is indeed. Geelong Cricket Club, big favourites of this show. We cover them very, very heavily during the summer. We're also been covering heavily during the winter because there's been lots of good news. A little bit of sad news this week with Eamon Vines and Tyler Larkin heading off to do other stuff in the men's section. But in the women's section, just heading off to play VCA Cricket Victoria in Women's Cricket Division 2 and 3. They've also had three girls elevated into Cricket Victoria squads. One of those girls is Bianca Dekker, and she is on the line right now. Bianca, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Great to have you aboard, and also good morning to Sarah Pike, who is listening, and she made this possible, so if you're a little bit upset, it's her fault. But we thought that you would be the perfect girl. Your mum is the secretary of the Geelong Cricket Club as well, so you are well and truly involved in what's happening there. Bianca, let's talk about your cricket story. Where did it all start for you?
Oh, well, I started playing down at Port Arlington in the boys' competition since I was about 8, maybe. And then I was playing till maybe I was about 12 in the under-13. And then we won a flag down there. So then after that I realised, maybe I want to go play in the girls' league and go help out down there. So I moved to Drysdale, and they made our Stage 2 girls' competition. And we started playing down there. We made the grand final that year. Unfortunately lost, but we played again the year after and won that flag, so that was pretty good in the competition above us. So, and then I played at Geelong last year. I got asked to come play by a few people, and then, got there and then had a good year. A bit disappointing that we couldn't play down in Melbourne, but we made do and played in the men's league, which was all right. And then did some Rockets last year as well. And then this year we were supposed to go to Darwin for a Cricket Without Borders league, and then that got cancelled, unfortunately. And this year I got selected in the emerging squad under 19. So.
Now, you had an innings that really brought you to prominence last year down in a Vic Country type team where Geelong had a tournament down in Hamilton. You made a very, very big 100, and that made people sit up and take notice. Was that a game that also personally for you probably made you realise that you have got a really big future in this game?
Yeah, it did. I probably didn't really expect it, to be honest. I don't really expect to be good. In Hamilton, I was a bit worried about the competition and stuff, but I just played my own game and worried about what came to me next, and then it all sorted itself out.
It's interesting you say that, because I reckon there's a lot of girls coming into this game, which is a little bit foreign, and we've got to be serious. It's a male-dominant game, and only over the last few years has the Australian women's team really made people seriously sit up and think that there is a career for women in cricket. I've seen a lot of girls play, but I reckon they've just predominantly played for fun without any vision about what next year or the year after might mean. But the Geelong Cricket Club has now set up a genuine pathway for young girls like you, and to me it's understandable that you would be perhaps just playing for fun, but all of a sudden the light bulb switched on and think, hang on a minute, I could be playing with Elise Perry.
Yeah, I was. When I started playing down at Port Arlington, I was just playing with my friends and just trying to have fun. And same when we moved to Drysdale, I was just built a team with my friends, and that was really it. And then got asked to play Geelong, and then I was like, this is looking good. And then went to Hamilton, and we played in an under-18s competition, and we did really well there. And then the new pathway to cricket in Geelong has just taken a rise, and now Sarah Pike and Steve Field have really encouraged girls and women to push themselves, and they've created this new pathway for anyone to just try their hardest and do their best.
Now,
when I was younger, I made a big 100. It took me 4 seasons, but that's okay. If you added all the numbers up, it became a big 100. What does that mean now in terms of you're part of an emerging squad, and that's fantastic. Congratulations. But what does that mean in terms of the commitment to the game, time commitment and effort commitment?
Well, it takes a lot of time out of your week. Like, if you're not prepared to put in all the work throughout the week and train and do everything you need, then you're not really ready, I don't think, to take your game to the next level. And I think I've come to realise that last year I was doing a lot and I didn't realise how much it affected me and my game. And I think that next year and the next 3 months with my cricket emerging, that I've actually realised that if I want to be better and do my best, then I'm going to have to put in the work and actually enjoy what I'm doing. And if I don't, then maybe I'm just doing it for fun and to see where I go. But if I really want to push myself and be better, then I need to do it properly. And yeah.
Bianca, you have, I mentioned earlier, your mum has been involved. She probably came along to the Geelong Cricket Club to watch you play.
Yeah.
She got herself a job. She's all there all the time as well. Do you sometimes think, oh, go away, Mum, leave me alone? Or do you find it really comforting to have her there on this journey with you?
Oh, a bit of both.
So she's not listening then? Okay, that's fine.
She's listening.
She finds it a bit hard to say no, so if anyone asked her to do a job, she'd probably say yes. But I like having her there to support. Like, I know that she puts everyone's best interests first, and she listens to other people's opinions, and especially mine, and pushes them to wherever she needs to. Like in the committee, she'll, if anyone has any ideas, or if she has any ideas that'll help me or anybody else, she'll push them. It's nothing really stops her. So.
You mentioned Sarah Pike, Steve Field. There's other coaches now coming into the club to assist you girls, and you've also got access to a very powerful men's competition, which has got coaches and players that I'm sure you've already connected with, and you may even be mentoring and getting tips from. It really is an extraordinarily good environment for you young girls to start off, isn't it?
It is. Although people might find it intimidating getting tips and stuff from the men, but it actually helps a lot more, I think, as you go further into your cricket. If you don't, if you just stick to what you know and think that everything you know is correct, then you probably won't get very far, because you actually really need people supporting you and mentoring you to get where you are. And yeah, I think Geelong has done that really well by pushing us to look up to other people and go help other people that will want to pursue cricket in the future.
And one of those things about coaching and mentoring is, I haven't seen you play, Bianca, but I have been told you like to give the ball a bit of a whack. Is there a bit of work being done at the club to find that balance between your game to make sure that you are defensively sound as well, to get you through the tougher times so that you can then take advantage of your hard-hitting skills later on in the innings?
Yes, there has. Last year, Scott Lindsay worked with me quite a bit about how to block a ball rather than just smash sixes every ball.
Yep.
I think that's what helped me in Hamilton, and all last year I was actually able to have the patience to wait for the bad ball, and it helped me get better at even hitting sixes or fours and stuff, because I was able to realise when the right ball was there. And yeah, thanks Scott and stuff for that in Geelong.
Again, with my batting, I didn't have that advice as a youngster. It might have been handy to know that a little while ago, because the only criterion that I used as to whether to try and smack it out of the park or not was, did the bowler bowl the ball? And if the answer was yes, it was out of the park or it was out. It was one of the two.
One of the two. Bianca, I had the privilege of emceeing the Cricket Club presentation night at the end of the season, and you came up a few times to collect some trophies. You look like a very shy girl, which fits into the criteria you're saying before, that you've only just realised where the game can actually take you. Are you really comfortable now that that you have that real killer instinct and desire to be the best player you can be? Because I know the club set a target to get a girl playing cricket for Victoria in a certain period of time. Do you feel like you want to be that girl?
I do. Like, I think the support from Geelong has really helped, because I obviously am pretty shy sometimes when it comes to new things and new people. But when I came into Geelong, I was shy, but now I've come out of my comfort zone and I'm able to mix and with other people and just push myself to where I think I need to be. And Geelong have really supported that, and I want to go pretty far and see how far I can go with my cricket.
And hopefully you can identify other shy girls that come into the system and quickly tell your story and help them along, because I think the quicker the environment gets more like you involved in it, it'll progress very quickly. Bianca, we're incredibly happy to have you on the show this morning, thrilled with your career so far, and I reckon from what I've heard this morning, you and the club are in a pretty good situation to push into that Cricket Victoria women's section and get into Division 1 very, very quickly. Best wishes, young lady, and we really thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you.
We really thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you.